It is not what happens to you, it is how you handle what happens to you. It is not the weight of the load, it is how you carry it. It will never be about your resources, but more about your resourcefulness. The outcome will be directly linked to how you handle the winters in your life. Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of You Are Enough video podcast with Gustav B Achu. You see, I don't know, but if you have not realized it just yet, life is serious. That is the reason why we refer to it as life or death. The other day, a friend of mine asked me if I had a good description of life, and I said, yeah, I do. And it surprised him what my response was. I think I have a great one for you. Life is the unending struggle and the process of applying your energy, intelligence, and human tools at their disposal to keep them at a safe distance. I got that context of it from the great Jim Rohn. But anyways, death will always try to move in prematurely. You must push back. Let me share the key reasons why I believe as long as you're alive, you must really pay attention to your actions. You must let your actions speak in a way that works towards achieving your goals for you and your dreams. You see, most people don't worry and control the things they can. Instead, they spend precious energy, emotional and mental fuel, stressing and focusing on issues they really cannot influence. Many years ago, I learned something from one of the premier human efficiency and time management experts, Stephen Covey. He has a great book he wrote, and if you don't know that book yet or you haven't read it, please, I encourage you to get it and read it. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The knowledge I instantly gained from this book transformed my mindset and attitude towards interpreting and approaching issues in my life. You see, before now, I used to go at every issue, everything that comes at me in life with the same energy. There are 2 critical questions you must ask when faced with a situation requiring your attention. Number 1, is the issue or the problem or situation within your circle of influence or your circle of concern? I want you to pay attention to this. Your circle of influence or your circle of concern. Number 2, your circle of concern includes things you might be concerned about, but you really have no direct way of influencing or changing them, right? Your circle of influence includes all the things that you can directly influence and change in your life, like your habits, like the books you read, like the places you go to, like the people you integrate with, like the kind of vision and work you want to do for the rest of your life. Those are things within the sphere of influence. So you want to make sure your effort is directed towards what you can influence and change. Many people don't do this and end up worried and stressed over things they end up not being able to influence. And this leads many to even additional stress and eventual breakdown. Every day, do all you can to complete the little disciplines that give you a chance to stay alive and thrive. Take care of your health and protect your mind, your spirit, your body from attack. Feed your mind, feed your spirit, nourish your body with only the healthy stuff. And when I say healthy stuff, I'm not talking about perfection, but I'm talking about the consistent, conscious effort to make sure you try to get the best to you. Do your part. If you must eat an apple a day to keep the doctor away, as they always say, do so today. Do it again tomorrow and every day. I know it sounds easy, and for most it is common sense, but unfortunately, common sense is not usually common practice. If you need to walk a mile a day to keep your body strong and healthy, by all means, walk a mile a day starting now, today, and do it every day. Do 2 miles to push yourself if you can. Why not 3, even 5, if your goal is to keep stretching the goalpost? Remember, you can never overdose yourself on good habits, especially in this time and age when we live. Life is serious. Life is rough. So get serious with your life, my friend. Dedicate yourself to learning, change, develop, and grow. You know, if you want to solve the challenges and the problems in your life and aspire to grow, you need to learn, pivot, and reinvent yourself when necessary. You need to understand the ultimate value of reinvention and transforming your life through these simple disciplines. It's a good, valuable, high-achieving, and worthy life. You must become a student of life. Increase your ability to take it all in. The only guarantee in life is taxes and death. The rest is up to you to mold the outcomes you envision. Work on you to attract new ideas. Try them, learn from the outcome, adjust and try it again. You can go a few days without food and a few other life necessities, but you will not go too far in life without good ideas and good disciplines. Action will lead to execution. Executions will lead to outcomes, and outcomes will lead to adjustments and eventual mastery. You must understand that an effective way to learn to do it right is to do it wrong until you learn how to do it right. The key is to commit to learning from your own experiences and those of others, especially the ones that inspire you to move in the direction your dream is leading you towards. Never stop learning, trust me. If you have done it wrong for a reasonable amount of time, don't keep doing it just to make a point. That would be stupid. They say insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. If it has been wrong a few times, see what the reason is. Try to make some adjustments. Stop, learn, reflect on the lessons, and try it again in a different way. The good thing is, this time you will not be starting from scratch. You are starting from experience. You will be starting from one of the most prime positions to succeed, a place of experience from failure. Because as a great wisdom gentleman said, success is keeping enthusiasm even in times of failure. So starting from this point, you have nowhere else to go but up. It does not get any worse from failure, remember. You can only get wiser, stronger, better, and a more improved version of yourself. Learning is the beginning of wealth and life change. When you learn, take action. Don't learn forever. Don't be a student forever. Be a lifelong student of life, but don't stay in grade school forever. When you finish grade 2, move to grade 3, move to grade 4, and all the way like life will take you. Learn with a goal to master and graduate to the next level of expertise, knowledge, and execution. For a bird to learn how to fly, it must leave the safety and comfort of its parents' nest. Remember, after learning and mastering, you can help coach up, and you coach down, and you learn upwards. So implementing your learnings is the surefire strategy that crystallizes your knowledge into valuable assets. Without bringing your skill or knowledge to the marketplace, trust me, you will end up like the many who slowly wither and perish without ever sharing their gift and value with the world. You know, do all you can with all you have until you have more. Then by all means do more. Don't underestimate the inherent skills and knowledge you already have, my friend. Put it into the test. Try it out. Test it out. While continuing to acquire more skills and knowledge. Don't wait to start when you are better. Instead, strive to start so you can get better. Don't fall into that trap of many people thinking I need to get better to start. You always start, and in the process of doing, you get better then. Remember not to neglect the small disciplines again. Those small habits that culminate consistently into significant changes. Do what and all you can. When you do all you can, life has a way of giving you some extraordinary things to do. If you can't handle the small responsibilities and disciplines, trust me, life will hardly give you a chance to handle the big responsibilities. Life usually will ask you for what you did with the small before handing you the big. So don't neglect the small disciplines. Don't neglect the small efforts. Don't neglect the small habits that you need to culminate into something significant. Don't forget that every simple discipline you incorporate and stick to affects each other. It's like a building block. If you can't discipline yourself to wake up and start your day early, you will most likely not walk the mile a day. Of course, you'll probably not eat the apple a day. You transform that into an apple pie a day. I hope you don't. But if you are not walking a mile a day, you most likely will not eat the apple a day. This simple neglect will slowly seep into all aspects of your life and can catapult into something called failure. Because failure is not a single action. Failure is little disciplines neglected every day which accumulate into something significant and detrimental to your own life. Have you noticed anytime you start a new discipline, like let's say exercising, or you're trying to eat healthy, the day you miss respecting your routine and discipline, it takes an extra effort to get back on track? Why is it the case? Within a short day, your mind and body almost reset to your previous setting of procrastination and lack of motivation. That is why you have to guard your mind. You have to guard your spirit. Keep getting better, I urge you. This is totally within your control. Turn your insatiable quest for personal development and strengthen your mindset. You will only go as far as your mind and spirit can take you. Trust me on this one. If the mind doesn't believe it, the body cannot achieve it. You always have to remember that. You must understand, for things to improve in your life, you must find a way to improve. For your children to become better like you want them to be, you must become a better parent too, leading by example. For your finances to change for the better, you must become a better steward of the resources that you control, no matter how small that might be. Every penny saved or invested is a penny not spent, as a wise teacher of mine always said. Don't only complain about your friends and family and partner or co-workers all day and every day. You can help that process. For them to become better, you must become better too. You might think it is them. You might get into the trap of feeling it is their fault. They are the ones who have issues, and you never introspectively look at yourself. But you know what? Actually, it might be you and how you interact. Don't ask for a better you. Instead, work to transform into a better you. Ask for wisdom to make better judgment calls. Strengthen and strength to stick to your daily disciplines. Faith to believe when your eyes cannot see, and the deep conviction to believe in your vision of the best version of you. You see, your personal philosophy will be a major detriment, a major determinant of how your life will turn out. Many of the things that will happen to you will happen to most people if they live long enough. There is hardly anything that you experience or that you live through if you live long enough that is unique only to you. That life prepared that bitter pill and package just to deliver to you and only you alone. That is a lie. It happens to a lot of other people. The periodic bad wind that blows your way today blows on everyone at some point. The difference is not the blowing of the wind or how violent it is, but how you set your life sail to accommodate this periodic but guaranteed events in your life. So as Jim Rohn says, don't ask for a better wind, because what you will get is what you will get. Ask for wisdom to know how to set your sail in preparation. Don't curse your soil and seed, for that is what you will get on this side of eternity. Ask for better weather and plan your planting season accordingly so the seeds can thrive in the soil. You must understand the seasons, the soil, the seed, and weather that exists on earth is all you really have. So the economy of where you are right now is all you have. Whatever part of the world you're living in, that economy is what you have. The important thing is to work to transform your reality into a miracle of your bright future. How do you do this? While waiting for things to change, which most likely will not in the short term. Work to change yourself and take care of your responsibilities. If you're living in the part of the world where the economy might not be the greatest, learn some new skills through the internet and try to plug yourself into the general economy of the world through the internet today. A great mentor of mine sums it all this way. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for fewer problems, wish for more skills. Commit yourself to learn so you can prepare yourself for the days ahead. 50% of the jobs existing today will not exist in the next 20 years. And I want you to understand that whatever skill you have today might not be relevant in the next 20 years if you don't continue to upgrade yourself. The world is changing at an astronomically fast pace. Don't be left behind. You cannot hide your head in the sand like an ostrich and hope you are protected from the impending tornado of change. Get up and get better. Learn, implement, execute, pivot, reinvent, and transform yourself. Get stronger, get wiser, get more skills, and become a man or woman of action. Develop a deep bias for action. That is what I did with my own life at different points when I realized what brought me this far will not take me to the next destination. I have to reinvent constantly, learning new skills, including the skill today that I'm using to deliver to you these great messages, which I hope you appreciate. One of the biggest challenges today is the level of distraction people consciously or unconsciously let into their lives and destinies. Most people don't dedicate time to just think and do deep reflection. The reality is that those who do the thinking and reflection will generally lead those who don't. I can tell you that for a fact. If you don't spend time reflecting, you'll be led by those who do. They have just done the work and paid the price to be excellent. A good question to self-reflect on is, what could I become if I maintained the small disciplines and took consistent action? Don't let bad habits, distractions, or small stuff distract you from becoming the best you can be. My question to you is, what could you really become? How successful could you become? How much more money, career advancement, and high achievements could you earn if you had the focus, the discipline, and the determination to work on transforming yourself, my friend? This transformation is not going to be fast. It's not going to be quick. It's not going to be a microwave and the new world speed of life transformation. It's going to be slow, but consistent is the key word here. Consistency means doing it and doing it and doing it over and over. The truly important question, therefore, is what you are going to do starting today that will bring forth a change in your life's trajectory and accelerate your growth and optimal attainment of your true potential. If you don't do something that will make a difference, guess what will happen? You and your life will stay the same. I am no magician. 1,000 more of years of human existence has proven that you do nothing, nothing will happen. Nothing will change. So I truly believe the problem is not the economy, prices of goods and services, negative friends and family, or someone saying a bad prayer for you or wishing you ill. I don't believe. Yes, they might exist. I am not naive to think these things do not exist, but I'm also realistic to understand they all pale in comparison to your determined decision to start small and slowly build good habits that will transform your life and fortunes. Stop blaming everything and everyone else. Here is good news. When you get to that point, you realize if it is you who must change, you can do something about that right away. You can get on the path of change immediately. You don't have to wait for the government or economy to get better. Your negative friends and family members will no longer seem that important or that powerful to determine the outcome of your destiny. You will come to the epiphany that all things you blamed did not have that much power to determine the outcome of your future and your bright destiny. The only change that will significantly and dramatically change your future and reverse and transform your fortunes is mostly the ones that will happen to you. Once you know, understand, accept, adopt, and obsess over that, you will feel and experience a shift in your life and results. Trust me. You can get to work on you immediately. You at least have that within your control. That is not out of your control. You can start that class today. You can get those books from the thrift store. You can start reading them today. Do you know that if you read 2 books a week, you will read about 1,000 books in 10 years? I want you to think about this seriously, right? I want you to understand that one of the most important places in my house is my library, where I keep my life's precious possessions, where I keep my books, where I keep the things that feed my mind. I attend seminars I can. I listen to coaches and speakers, and I learn from these stories and experiences. Start 1 mile a day walk. Reinforce the apple a day habit, and stop blaming everyone and anything you cannot control for your life's outcome so far. Change can start today. Change can start now, at this very moment. After watching and listening to this message, you don't have to be the same again. At least that is my goal. That is why I come to you. I want to go past your mind and hit you straight into your heart. You don't have to be the same person you were yesterday. Now you know better, so choose better, do better. A company, due to the economic crisis, lays off 2 staff in similar positions. And understand this, the salary and both of them have the same salary, and they are laid off on the same day. One ends up poor and bankrupt, and the other ends up a millionaire. The recent wind of layoffs in many industries will certainly cause economic turmoil in many households. I know that for a fact, because if it hasn't hit you yet, it is going to do, and it has hit many people, including people I know. Some people will be low in dejection and end up worse, while others, the prepared, will use this economic difficulty as an opportunity to start a new business, learn a new skill, retool and become valuable and more attractive and more marketable in the marketplace, and in most cases even attract higher pay. What this tells me is that it is not what happens to you, it is how you handle what happens to you. It is not the weight of the load, it is how you carry it. It will never be about your resources, but more about your resourcefulness. The outcome will be directly linked to how you handle the winters in your life. It is not a secret that you cannot change the winters, the fall or spring. You cannot change the seasons, but you can only change yourself. Don't spend valuable energy trying to change the winter of your life, because you will not be successful. Work more towards becoming wiser, stronger, better, and more valuable in the marketplace. Hope you finish watching this wiser, stronger, and better than when you started. My hope and prayer is that you continue to strengthen your mind, expression, appearance, perspective, intellect, ability to handle difficulties and trying times, and the vigorous pursuit of your dreams should never stop. Don't relent, my friends. Don't relent. Keep doing whatever you need to do to get better. Do it scared if you're scared. Do it weak. Do it when you don't feel ready. Do it even when you fail, until you feel the transformation, because only you can make that happen. Don't stop until you get there. That place where all the sweat, perspiration, sacrifices, failures, and hours of training would roll up into one unstoppable force of nature, into a very precise expertise, changing your world and the world around you. So before I let you go, I will urge you to get better despite your personal winter, or the economy and the social downturn that persists wherever you live. This too shall pass. Just focus on getting wiser. Focus on getting more resilient. Acquire as many skills as you can. Get better than you were last time. I will leave you with this. I don't know you and may never get a chance to meet you in person. I don't know the circumstances of your birth and life up until this point. And I cannot attest to the state of your mind or spirit and belief at this moment. But what I want you to understand, what I will not hesitate to tell you without any iota of doubt in my mind and in my spirit, is that whatever circumstance or person try to convince you that you are not able, that you are not capable, that you are not built to win in this lifetime, is trying to trick you into believing in a lie, because you are enough. So as you get out today, as you get along with your life, be well, be blessed, and never stop being a blessing to somebody. Until next time, it's been Gustav B Achu. See you in the next video.